This is Kamran. I'm the founder of roadmap.sh. First of all, before we start, can everyone hear me? If you could send a message in the chat if you can see and hear me properly. All right, so first of all, welcome all to the session. So in this session, I'm going to give you a brief overview of, first of all, what is roadmap, how did it start, where we are now, the AI features that we have been adding to the website, and how to use it best to improve your learning and so on. So roadmap started in 2016-17. When we started, the initial plan was to just prepare 3-4 images where user can take a path and go and learn on their own. But over time, we kept evolving it further and further. We added a lot of roadmaps, we added a lot of features in there, and so on. One of the things we added was the resources inside this. So if I quickly open up the roadmap, so we made them interactive, and one of the things that we added was added these learning resources in here. Now the issue with learning resources is, first of all, there is no one size fits all. It needs a lot of effort to find these learning resources from the internet and put them onto the website. So this is the first thing. The second thing is everyone has a different background, everyone learns at their own pace and so on. So you can't customize it much. You have to add the resources that I might think are good, but you might not think they're good for you. So these were the challenges. But with AI, AI is completely changing the whole landscape. It has made really easier for developers to learn, get personalized guidance. It can work as an AI tutor, so you can have an AI mentor. So you don't need to go and find the mentor on the internet. AI can be your mentor for learning and so on. So we started thinking about how we can add AI integration to roadmaps so that we can help developers learn from these roadmaps better. So this is going to be a demo of how we did that. So this is based on all the learnings that we have gathered over the past 7-8 years of building roadmap, after noticing how people learn from roadmaps and so on. So let's start with the demo. So I'll give you an overview of how things work for now with the AI tutor. So first of all, if I visit any of the roadmaps, let's say I open Golang roadmap. So you will notice that we used to have the topics before, right? So if I open any of the nodes from here, we have learning resources and so on. Now, let's say that I'm a Node.js developer. I recently started learning about Go. Now, previously, I did not have any way to find out how Go is different from Node.js. I'll have to go on Google, search, or go to ChatGPT now and ask how Go is different from Node.js, ask follow-up questions, and so on. And all this knowledge will be lost. You'll have to visit ChatGPT again in the future and get the historical chats from there and so on. So we have this floating chat widget here. Now, considering that I'm a Node.js developer, I'm learning about Go at the moment, so I can come here and say, why would I pick Go over Node.js? Now, based on what it knows about you, about your progress on the roadmaps and so on, it will come up with a reply for you to get an idea of why would you pick Go or why would you pick Node.js and so on. So this is a chat. So if you have any question that you have on the topic level of the roadmap, you can open up the chat window here and you can start chatting with the AI tutor, ask any questions that you may have about this and so on. So there's the first thing. The second thing we have is also the history. So you don't need to worry about losing all this chat. So all the chats that you do on any roadmap, they will be saved. So this was Go versus Node.js chat. And if you click this button, you'll be able to select the chat history. And these are all the previous chats that I had with the AI tutor and so on. If I'm happy with this, I can open a new chat, start chatting, and so on. One more thing you can do is also personalize this chat. So if I click this personalize button, so you can tell AI further, like what your current experience is, what is your goal, how many hours can you spend per week on learning, and any other thing that you want to tell AI about. And then when you ask AI, it will use that context while replying to you. This can be super helpful if you don't want AI to treat you as a super beginner and give you really beginner focus answers. So this was the global chat on the topic level. Now, second thing is we have is also within the topics as well. So if I click any roadmap topic, so let's say that I'm learning about Go, I open variables versus constants, and let's say that I'm here, var versus colon equal to, so different ways to declare variables. Now I can come here, we have also a tab here called AI Tutor. So you can come here, and now AI Tutor knows about the roadmap that you're on, your progress on the roadmap, the topic that you clicked, and so on. So I can simply click here, send a message here, for example, what is the difference, or why would I pick one over the other? Now, if you notice, I didn't mention var or colon equal to. It can judge from the topic itself that I'm talking about colon equal to and var, and it is replying with theory, with the coding samples, with all the differences, and so on. Now, same in the similar fashion, I can go to the next topic, open the AI Tutor. Now, zero values, so I can say, how is it different from undefined in Node.js? Now, I didn't need to mention what are zero values and so on, so it could judge from the topic itself and reply based on that. Now, we also have some pre-filled prompts for you as well here. So if I clear this, you will notice that we have all these different prompts. So explain the topic, key points that you should know about this, summarize the topic, explain like I'm5, and so on. And you can also use it to test your knowledge. So let's say that you were learning about this roadmap, you have got the understanding, now you want to see if you have properly understood the topic or not. You don't need to go anywhere else. You can just click test my knowledge, and it will start giving you questions about this topic. You can start replying, it will correct you, and so on. So this is a chat where you can have chat within the roadmap from the floating window or from within the topic pop-up. Now, one more thing we have is, let's say that you have some idea about Go, you already know about Go, and you want to brush up your knowledge. In that case, you can open up the chat window and click this button. So this will take you to a focus chat window here. Now, in this case, you can do much more than what you could do on the previous screen. So now it has focus on chat. So you still have access to the previous items. So I can click a topic. These are all the resources and so on. I have the AI tutor of the topics and so on. So you can do everything that you could do on the previous window, but the focus is on the AI chat. Now you can do much more than that. For example, I can say mark introduction and children as done. So I don't need to do it manually. I will ask AI, and AI will come up with the actions. I can just click apply all, and this will apply my progress on the roadmap. I can click apply all, or I can click one by one as well. So you can use it for this. You can also get a shareable link for your progress. So I can say, give me a link I can share with my employer, and it will give you a link. You can copy it from here and you can share it with anyone, and they get to see the progress view that you have with others. So this is the AI tutor. So you can use it for learning a roadmap. So you're learning a roadmap, you can learn it all from within the roadmap, even if you're focusing on one topic, or maybe you have generic question about the field, about the roadmap that you have, and so on. All right, so the next one is chat history. Again, chat history is saved here. So all the chats that you do, it keeps on saving them. You can access them later on. So for example, Go versus Node.js selection. So this was a chat that I had, in the similar fashion, all the previous chats and so on. All right, so this was the chat. Now the next thing is we have AI courses as well. Now, all right, so this was chat. So now the next thing we have is the AI courses as well. Now, if I open the, if I visit the AI tutor again, so if I go back to roadmap, we have this new navigation item. So I can either go from there or go from any roadmap, like by clicking either from here or by clicking the AI tutor, create with AI, and you get taken to this AI tutor. Now this is a mini website where we have combined all the AI features in one place. Now, first of all, we have the course. A course can be quite helpful when you are learning a topic and you want to generate a course which is customized for your skill set and learning pace and so on. So let's say that I'm learning about Go. So I can come here and I can say, let's say that I'm on the topic of Go loops. So I can say Go loops, pick course here and click generate. Now AI will generate for me a course about Go loops. I can generate as many courses as I want. So this is a course about Go loops. Now, first of all, what it does is it gives you the outline. So this is the outline. There are 7 different chapters. Each chapter has around 5 to 6 lessons in them, and so on. If you're not happy with the outline, you can also click this button to regenerate the outline. So it will come up with a better outline or different outline for you, or you can also give further instructions. So I can click modify prompt. I can say things like, don't give me uh, maps, don't cover the maps, or don't add this topic, or focus on that topic, and so on. So you can use it to get a different outline to your liking. We also have a map view here. So if I click map, so it will present the same course that we have here in the map format, and you can click a topic and start learning. So this will jump to the lesson for you, and you can start learning. Now let's say that I'm happy with the outline. I click start. I start learning from here. Now there are 35 lessons in this course. This is lesson number 1. Now it goes in depth on the topic, this specific topic. It has code samples. You can copy from there. If you go down, we have examples in there, practical samples, exercises for you to practice, and so on. Now, just like courses, we also have buttons here for you to regenerate or modify the prompt as well. So you can do that. We also have the AI instructor embedded here. So let's say that I'm learning about iteration. The first thing it does is it comes up with some predefined questions that you may have about this topic that might not be covered here. So you can click them to get a reply from AI for those questions, or you can also ask your own question as well. So I can say, what is iteration or blah, 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 and it will come up with a reply. So this is chat. Now, at the bottom of this lesson, we also have a quiz for you. So you can click test my knowledge. Now AI will come up with the quiz. Now this quiz focuses on what you have been taught in this lesson alone, nothing else. So you can make sure that you understand the topic fully before you move on to the next lesson. So next, next. So I can keep on replying, and then it will give me the reply. It'll give me the report of how I did on the lesson. Once you're done, you can mark as done. You can move on to the next lesson. Then say in the similar fashion, keep on learning from that lesson, take the code samples, chat, test yourself, mark as done, and so on. So this is the lessons and courses. Now again, I can generate multiple courses. So now I learned about Go loops. So let's say that now next thing is Go anything, Go variables, let's say. Click generate. Now there's a course for Go variables. I can make sure that I learn all of it from there and move on to, let's say, Go packages or Go modules and so on. So you can generate as many courses as you want, all from here, without leaving roadmap at all. Now, one more thing we have is also this button here. So if I search, let's say that I'm learning about Go modules, I can click this checkbox, and now AI will ask you some questions that can help AI further personalize this course for you. So it is asking you, like, what is your primary goal for learning? You can reply here, and once you're done with all these answers, you can click generate, and now this course will be more relevant to what you want to learn in this course. Super helpful. Now, one more thing that you need to keep in mind is that don't ask for super broad topics. So let's say that I'm learning about front-end development. Don't come here and ask for front-end development. Now, it can generate a course for you. It will generate a course that can help you. But what I recommend everyone is that if you're using it, come up with the narrow topics. So instead of learning front-end, pick JavaScript, for example, or JavaScript loops, JavaScript variables, NPM, and get subtrees, get workspaces, blah, blah, blah. So narrow down the topics and cite them here. So this is the courses. Next thing we have is guides. So courses, when you have a broader topic and there might be multiple different lessons in there. So it can't be covered in one single page. You need to go through different lessons. Guide is helpful when you have a smaller topic that you know it doesn't make sense to make a full course out of it. So you can come here and search for that. For example, we recently added a roadmap about HTML. So I can come here and say, let's say that I'm learning about HTML character sets. So I can say HTML character sets, click generate. Now it will prepare a guide for me about HTML character sets. Now guide is again, it's like one lesson of a course, but more in depth with the similar features. Like you have chat on the right side, you have all the details about this topic, you have code samples in there, and practical samples, and so on. Now in the chat, again, it is doing the same thing. It is suggesting you some questions that can help you further explore this topic, or it can also give you an idea, give you a way to further dive deep. Now, one more thing we do in the guides is also at the bottom, we do give you two cards. So one is called related topics. So this is AI looks at the topic that you learned from this guide and suggests some other topics that are relevant to this topic that you may want to learn about. So this is that, or it can also give you further topics that go deeper into this topic. So this was about character sets. Now it is saying you maybe want to learn about encoding details or character entity references and so on. So in this case, you can click this guide and you'll be taken to a different page where you can learn further about this guide as well. All right, so this is guide. So again, there's also the generate and regenerate and modify prompt as well. So you can regenerate if you're not happy, or if you're done and you want to focus on something else, you can click here, modify prompt, and give your prompt to generate a different guide for you. All right, so this was guides. So we looked at courses, we looked at guides. Now, one more thing that we have been doing right now is if you go to the roadmap pages, let's say I open front-end roadmap, we also added a new section here called Your Personalized AI Tutor. Now, in this case, what we do is we have went through all the roadmaps and we have identified the courses or guides that you may want to learn from. So in the case of internet, so we say that you click here, you will be taken to a guide where it will teach you the full topic. So you can read from here, chat, and come back to the guide, and you can just say, I'm done with this, and move on to the next topic. So for this topic, you can just go through all these guides and you will be done with this topic. Then move on to the next topic. Again, go through this guide, mark as done, move on, and so on. Now, this was guides. Now, in some cases, a guide is not relevant. It is more relevant to pick a course. For example, HTML is a bigger topic, so you can't cover this in single guide. So what you can do is you can go through all these 5 courses from here, and this is the course. You can generate the course from here, learn from it. Once you're done, come back, go to the next course, mark as done, come back, finish all the courses, and once you're done, you can just say mark as done, or you can say, now I want to test my knowledge on this topic. Test yourself and then move on to the next topic. In the similar fashion, CSS has some courses, JavaScript has courses, and so on. Now, this was started recently. We recently started doing that, so we will continue to add it to more roadmaps as we progress, but you will have a better view soon. So you'll be able to learn it all from the roadmap itself. So this was the AI recommendations within the roadmaps. Now going back to the AI tutor again, if I click here, create with AI, we have one more thing here called roadmap. Now let's say that I was learning about Go. I said that in the course, you have to pick narrow topics. You don't pick a broader topic. In the guide, it is even narrower topics. In the roadmap, it is for the broader topics. So let's say that you're learning about Go programming language. So you can just say, I can just say Go backend language. Now it will give you the full roadmap for learning Go. Now it is saying that this is fundamentals, so cover these 2 topics. These are different lessons inside this that you need to cover, and so on. So this is the complete roadmap for you. Now inside the roadmap, if you click a topic, you have the same thing here. You have a chat, so you can learn it from here. And once you're done, you can just move on to the next topic, and so on. Now, you can use it in multiple ways. One is, let's say that you are brushing up your knowledge of something. You can make a roadmap about that topic. If you don't have a roadmap, you can use AI to make a roadmap on that topic. chat with AI here, and be done with it. Or you can get an idea from here for a roadmap, and then you can go to course and generate multiple different courses for different topics in here. So let's say that I have now control flow. So I can come here and say, now I need to learn about Go control flow, make a course on that topic, and so on. So it can be used in multiple ways. Again, we're working on this. We'll improve this flow a bit further, so you don't need to switch back and forth. You can learn it all from within the page. Now, one more option we have is edit in editor here. So you can click this button. So let's say that you are an expert and you're preparing a roadmap for your team. So that will take you to the roadmap editor with that roadmap in here. Now you can modify it. You can add more topics in here. You can connect them here. You can save it. You can, once saved, you can go and start learning from it. Let's say that you have resources that you are learning from. So you can click and put the resources in here and so on. So you can use the AI generated roadmap as a base, modify it for your own liking, and then use it for your future learning, or maybe share it with others that you are mentoring, for example, and so on. Now, we also have one more thing here. If I click generate roadmap inside the editor, so we have an AI feature here as well, generate with AI. Now it is the same thing that we had there on the roadmap generator in here as well. So you don't need to go and make the roadmap there, come here to modify. You can just say go variables or go data types, for example, generate roadmap, create. Now AI will prepare the roadmap for you in here on the topic. All right, so this is the AI roadmaps. Now the next is we have AI chat as well. Now AI chat is here. Now you can use it for, okay, before we move on to that, there's also my learning. So all the things that I've been generating, all the courses that I generated so far, all the guides that I generated, roadmaps that I generated, and so on, I can go to my learning, and these are all the different things there. So if I go to courses, these are all the courses that I have been generating here. These are all the guides that I have generated so far, and roadmaps and quizzes and so on. Quizzes also. So quizzes. So we talked about quizzes when we touched on the roadmap. We also have quiz inside the AI Tutor. So if I come here, let's say that I want to test myself about Go routines. Now I can pick a topic here. Now there are three different options. Multi-choice is you will be given multiple choice questions. Open-ended is where you will be given open-ended questions, and then you need to answer in a text area, and AI will give you a reply based on that, like how you can improve your answer in an interview, for example, and so on. Or mixed is a mix of both. Let's say multi-choice. Again, we have the same thing here, the customization. So you can click this button to customize this generated quiz for you as well. So it is asking you what is your current experience, let's say intermediate, what do you want to test, and so on. Generate quiz, and this will come up with a quiz now. If you see here, we now have 19 questions in here. What is a Go routine? I can give answer. Now, when I submit an answer, it will look at my answer. It will say this is incorrect. This was the correct answer, and why this was the correct answer. You can move on to the next question. Same thing, reply, correct or not correct, correct, and you can keep on going through different questions. The things that you don't know, you can just skip, or answer, and at the end, you will get a report of how you did on the quiz. Now it is saying that I got 5% correct. So 1 is correct, 5 are incorrect, 13 were skipped, and these were all the questions that I did. So this was correct, these were wrong. I can also click and jump to a different question as well. So this is showing me that overview of the full quiz. So wrong, correct. So I can use it also to review as well. So quiz can be quite helpful. So if you are preparing for a job interview or something, or let's say that you have a job description, what you can do is extract the topics from the job description. I'll show you how as well from the AI Tutor. So you can copy the job description, paste it here, and you can say, give me the quizzes that I can that can test me, that can prepare me for this interview. And AI will give you the quizzes that you can prepare for the interview. And again, your quizzes will be saved here. So you can come anytime here So I had one about Go routines. So I can open up the Go routine quiz and again reattempt and so on. All right, so this was the quizzes. So courses, guides, roadmap, and quizzes. It's saved here. You can revisit and so on. Now roadmap chat also is there. So this was the like all the roadmaps that we saw there. So you can click and jump to specific roadmap from here. Now you will notice one more thing. So when I search about when I looked at the Go roadmap, for example, or let's say front end roadmap, it jumps into the chat because I previously told AI about myself. When you pick a topic that you have never explored before, so let's say computer science, or not computer science, let's say technical writer. Now I can give it some introduction about myself. I can tell it about myself, and then start chatting. So it will use this knowledge for the chat that you will have with the AI tutor. All right, so this was about the content generation. We have also planned. I'll get to that in a minute. Before that, we have AI tutor. So ask AI tutor. Now this can be considered like ChatGPT, but more focused on learning and preparing you for the interviews or helping you skill up or improving your knowledge and so on. So how does it work? First of all, we have a chat history here. So all the chats that you will do with the AI tutor, they will be labeled and they will be saved here. It is also recommending you something. So you can use it for career path selection. So it can guide you on picking a roadmap. It can give you tips on finding a job, learning a topic, and so on. We also have a resume option. So you can click upload resume. I already have something here. I can remove it. So the way it works is you can either upload your resume, or what you can do is you can visit LinkedIn, let's say. So let's say that I go to LinkedIn. I can click resources, save to PDF. I can get the PDF from here. I can come back to the chat. I can open up the PDF that I downloaded and upload this here. Now, with this uploaded, now you're telling AI much more about yourself, about the previous job history that you had, all the skills that you had on your LinkedIn, and so on. And you also have this personalized button. So you can you can make this AI chat much better, much more customized for your own self and your goals and so on. So with personalized, you can tell AI whatever you want to tell AI about. With resume, you tell it about all your career journey. Now I have my resume here. I can say things like, what roadmap should I pick? Now it will look at my resume, my personalization, and it will recommend me the roadmaps. Now it looked at the roadmaps, it looked at the resume, it looked at the projects that I had there, it looked at all the job history and career and so on. It saw that it doesn't make sense to recommend the beginner specific roadmap. So it is giving me software architect, DevOps roadmap, system design roadmap, AI engineer roadmap, and so on. So it will look at the resume. It will see like you have 10 years of experience. You might be lacking some skills in the resume from these roadmaps. So it would recommend you those roadmaps. So you can just start learning from that roadmap. So now I can click this roadmap and then jump to that roadmap, start learning from there, and then update my resume based on that and so on. So this was for roadmap recommendation. If I don't have a roadmap, if I don't have my resume in here, I can still use it for my for guiding me as well. Can you help me pick a roadmap? Now in this case, it doesn't know anything about me. So it is saying, to give you best recommendation, could you tell me more about yourself? So you can either upload your resume or you can give it more. So for example, you can say, I have 10 years of experience in anything. Let's say full stack. I'm learning about Golang. Now in this case, it is telling you that these are the different roadmaps that you may want to learn from. And then you can pick whatever you need. So yeah, again, it can be really helpful if it has your resume. So upload your resume, fill up this form, tell it about your goals, and then you can start learning from there. Again, all your chats are saved here as well, so you don't need to worry about losing them. It also has quizzes. So quiz me on Edis. So this is more like an interview session. So this quiz was just for your own preparation. But in this case, you can also quiz in a better way. For example, I can say things like, let's say I remove this. I say, for example, I have to appear in a job interview about senior backend developer. I can give my job description that I have from LinkedIn or any other place. I can paste the job description here and I can say, can you please interview me? And now in this case, it will again come up with a question. You keep on replying, and then it will help you at the end with roadmap recommendations or guide recommendations and so on that can help you train yourself and prepare yourself for the interviews. All right, so this was chat history and chats with the AI tutor. The next thing we have is the planning. So we looked at the courses, guides, roadmaps, and quizzes. So these are the things which are good when you know what you need to learn or whatever it is that you're learning. Plan is when you don't know where to start. Now we have roadmap, so you can use that to start. But if you don't have a roadmap on the topic that you want to learn, you can come here and say whatever your goal is. So let's say that my goal is to get a job. What role or field do you want to focus on? I can say things like go for backend development. I need to learn go for backend development. What is your current skill level? I can say beginner, for example. Any specific things you want to focus on or avoid. So I can say things like, don't tell me about local setup. So I don't want it to cover things like how to set it up on your local and so on. Just focus on, and maybe I can say things like, for example, focus on getting up to speed as soon as possible. And anything else which we should know about your goals. So I can say things like, I'm a backend developer with 10 years of experience. Generate plan. Now what it does is it comes up with a plan for you. What is a plan? A plan is a set of steps. Each step is a set of courses that you can start learning from. Now it is still preparing. So now if you see here, step 1 is learn the fundamentals of backend development, intermediate backend development, blah blah blah. So this is all with Go. So I can say things. So once the plan is generated, what I can do is I can also revise. So if you see here, it is generating me a backend development track. So I can say, I just want to focus on Go programming language. Do not include anything else. I already am an experienced backend developer. Click regenerate. Now it will come up with the Go focused plan for you. So if you see here, Go for backend development, it is covering practical Go programming from syntax to structs. Now I told it that I have 10 years of experience. So if you notice, it did not give me super beginner specific topics like variables, loops, modules, and so on. So it is giving me one course that covers the language, and it jumps straight into concurrency and more advanced topics that can help me prepare for the jobs and so on. If you're not happy with this, you can also revise the plan as well. So what revise does is it remembers your requirements. So what you can do is now you can give it something else. So I can say things like, I want to focus on Postgre for database. Add some courses for that as well. Click regenerate. Now in this plan, it will have some courses for PostgreSQL as well. So if you see here, this is all about databases and so on. Now again, this is a new feature. We are going to further improve it as well. For now, we just recommend courses, but we are planning to add more stuff from here. So a plan recommendation would be a mix of courses, guides, quizzes, and so on that you can start learning from. Now again, revise plan, it remembered my requirements while generating the plan for me. So let's say that I went through several revisions. Now I'm happy with the output. Now I can start learning. So I can click the course from here. I'll be taken to a course. The AI tutor will generate the course for me. Now this is the same course that we had generated from the course page. Again, if you're not happy, you can keep on regenerating from here. You can get the map view. You can start learning the course. So this is the course, this is the chat. We have a quiz at the bottom and so on. Now, one more thing it does is it tracks your progress on the courses as well as the plans. So let's say that I learned this whole thing, I can just mark as done. Now, if I go back to the course tab, you will see this course is 3% done. So I have a bigger picture with the plan, so I can keep on following until I'm done with the plan, and I'll be experienced in Go development. Now, your plans are also saved here. So if I go to My Learning and Plans, so this is the plan for Go development. Now I can generate multiple different plans. All the plans will be saved here. I can access my plans. I can access my progress on these different plans. If I'm done with it, or if I'm not interested, I can also remove my plans as well and generate new plans and so on. All right, so this was the plans. One last thing we have is also the staff picks. So if I click staff picks, we have added some courses that we noticed that people were generating again and again or visiting a lot. So you can click staff picks to get access to all these different courses from here as well. We also have a community tab. We're going to further improve it. So this is the all the courses that people have been generating. You can just look at them and maybe get some ideas on what people are learning and learn from there as well. All right, so this was the overview of the AI Tutor, all the different features, how to use them, and so on. Now, this is available for free as well. So there are two options. So you can either use it for free, or you can use it as a paid member as well. So if you're a free member, there are some limits in place, but still you can use it for learning. So if I log in, let's say, if I go back to the roadmap, to the AI Tutor. If you're a paid member, you get access to unlimited courses, plans, guides, roadmaps, quizzes, unlimited chats, and so on. But for unpaid members, you still get access to 2 plans, 2 courses, 2 guides, 2 roadmaps, and 2 quizzes. And you also get access to the chats and so on. So even if you're not a paid member, you can still get access to all this stuff. But there will be some limits in place. So you will have to think about like how much are you going to learn today, and then maybe tomorrow when the limits reset, you can come back again and start learning from there again and so on. So you have chat limits which reset every 24 hours. But if you're a paid member, you have unlimited chats, unlimited courses, and so on. So this was all about the AI Tutor. The plans for future are further improving it. Again, as I mentioned, like we're going to further improve the plan. So you will be able to access more than just the courses. You'll be able to access all these different things in here. You'll get more options to customize all that stuff. We're also working on the mobile application where you will get this in your pocket, so you can get access to all the courses and the guides that you have been generating and so on from the mobile app and so on. So yeah, this is all about the AI Tutor and how to use it. Now, before we end the call, I'm going to open the chat for you guys. So if you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat, and I will be happy to reply whatever you have. Okay, I see there are some questions already. So let me have a look at them from before. Can we generate a time-bound course? So we don't have a time-bound course at the moment. So right now, you have to make sure that you learn on your own. But we are thinking about improving it further. So once we have the mobile app ready, we are thinking about adding reminders in there and letting you have further customization options in the AI Tutor. So just wait for it. We're hopefully going to launch the mobile app by the end of this year. So once we do that, then you will get much more than what you can do on the website. The next question is, can I learn Go routines with 1 hour short fast track course? So yeah, so you can also generate fast track courses. Again, as I mentioned before, like you have an option to modify the prompts while generating the course. So one way is that you modify the prompt and say that I want to cover it swiftly. So cover it as soon as possible. Don't dive too deep. Just focus on the practical aspects. So this can be your prompt, and then you can learn it from there. Or maybe you can generate a guide. A guide is just 1 page. And then you can use the chat on the right side. With chat, you can keep on learning from there and make sure that you learn the topic. But in this way, you have to make sure that you use the quiz and you use the chat to further learn fully from within the page. What is the link of AI Tutor? So you can access it from roadmap.sh/AI. So if you visit roadmap.sh and you visit the tab at the top. So if I show you again, so we have this AI Tutor at the top. So you can either access it from here, or the URL is roadmap.sh/AI. Okay, the next is, I'm just a 12th class student and I'm learning about AI and cybersecurity. Please, can you make a roadmap for me? Again, so we have roadmaps. We have a lot of roadmaps in there. So as I mentioned before, you can use the AI Tutor for this kind of questions as well. So if I come to the AI chat, whatever you ask me, you can come here and ask. For example, I want to get into AI and cybersecurity. This is what I know. This is what I don't know. What do you think would be the roadmap for you? And AI will have a back and forth with you, and then it will recommend you a roadmap for you. So you can just come here and ask. But again, if you don't want to do that, we also have some roadmaps on the AI topics already. So if you visit the official roadmaps, if you go to cybersecurity, this is the roadmap for cybersecurity. If you're an absolute beginner, these are all the roadmaps for absolute beginners, web development frameworks, and so on. So you can get this all from the roadmaps, the official roadmaps page. All right, the next is the code generated inside the course editable and executable in place? No, not at the moment. So you have to have your local environment to do the development and testing and so on. But we may do it in the future. We never know. But right now, there are no plans for adding the integrated development environment, because our plan is to focus on improving the learning and so on. So we don't want to turn it into a place for you to have a coding environment and so on. Is this free? Again, as I said, like there are daily limits, there are course and guide limits. So you can potentially use it without paying. But if you get a pro membership, you'll be able to use it for unlimited and learn much better. Generating courses for spoken languages. Yes, it is possible. So it is not specific to technical topics alone. So you can use it also for non-technical topics as well. And yes, it can generate those courses for non-technical topics as well. So I'm a Java developer. I want to learn Golang. Can I generate Golang courses comparing it for Java engineers? We already have a roadmap for Go, so you can use that for learning, and then you can combine it with the AI tutor while you're learning to make sure that you are mapping your Java knowledge to the Go knowledge as well. All right, the last question is, how do I sign up, please? The sign up, again, as I mentioned, you need to visit roadmap.sh/AI and just click the sign up button and take it from there. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the chat. I am here. If not, then join our Discord, follow our roadmap YouTube and Twitter and LinkedIn, where we post the continuous updates on whatever features we add. Subscribe to our newsletter, and yeah, if you have any feedback, reach out to us in the GitHub issues and so on, and we are looking forward to improving it further for you. So this is the so this is the URL for the roadmap, and you can find other links in the footer. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you later.